Hello, I'm Morris Kochanski, Wilderness Living Skills and Survival Instructor. The topic I'm going to cover here is books on bears. The situation, from my point of view, I spent all my life in bear country, is that if you are going to encounter any kind of a problem with an animal in particular, we have bears, cougars, perhaps wolverines, and there are a number of fearsome animals that we might have to contend with on a daily basis in the wilderness. Wolves. Well, my insight into the subject is that the more you know about the natural history of an animal, the more you know how to conduct yourself when it's around. That is, one option is to arm yourself, and if the animal gets too troublesome, then you shoot it. Well, I spent all my life 45 plus years wandering around in bear country, and I've never really felt either, well, occasionally I might have felt a little threatened, but I felt that my knowledge about bears and their lifestyles and so on would hold me through, and it has so far. Well, we have a selection of books that have come out. Safe Travel in Bear Country by Gary Brown. The situation here is that these smaller books, when you read them all, they're not going to be very repetitive from my experience. Bears by Kevin Van Tighem, a local fellow that lives not far from here, Jasper, an hour and a half drive. Backcountry Bear Basics by Dave Smith. The most common is the black bear, but the most fearsome is the grizzly. So you tend to have people focus a little bit on grizzlies. Alaska Bear Trails. Anything with the title Alaska, I tend to like it because I find that it applies to my back door as well. Larry Kanuit. I figured it was a well-done book on the general experiences of someone who's lived in that environment for a long time. Summer of the Grizzly, that is dealing with a situation where there seemed to be an unusually great amount of problems that particular time that the book came out. Hiking in Bear Country by Keith Scott, nicely laid out and really gets to the point of understanding bears. Bear Encounter Survival Guide. You can see that compared to a human hand, the grizzly paw with the powerful claws for digging for roots and so on is quite a large creature. It's almost like a horse bearing down on you, an animal that big that's a carnivore. At any rate, reading 7 well-chosen books on how to conduct yourself in bear country will consolidate your knowledge to the point where you will find that there'll be a current of similar notion that applies to all, and then each and every individual has picked up in their own way the way they've dealt with bears in their own livelihood, in their own experience, and we all benefit from that accumulated experience by reading more than just one author.